This is Dabu7. We're now getting word that Walmart is putting these devices on their steak, as you can see right here in this clip, stopping people from stealing it. That is how bad things have got at this point. So these original clips were shared on TikTok showing this ribeye steak selling for $20.83, locked up because people are stealing stuff so bad. I've showed you clip after clip, time and time again, of these people walking in the stores, taking what they want, and walking right out the front door. There's actually a clip at this length of a whole nother incident and series of events where people are filling up bags and walking right out of the store and no one is stopping them. The workers are being told do not confront them because they may react violently. Now, throughout all my life and in the past, I can't remember that ever being told to us ever at any point. It was pretty much like if you get caught stealing and the cops beat you down or whatever happens because you got caught stealing. Not seeing any police activity, anyone trying to stop these people, except for an old lady in one clip that stopped a guy at a grocery store and ripped his mask off, and they did get the cart away from him. So props to her. But this is what it's turning into in our country, where they're having to lock down meat in certain areas. Now, this was out of Florida. I'm sure other places are going to start to see something similar. If you do, let me know. Dabu7@yahoo.com. Follow me on Twitter and Getter for more, and hit that subscribe button for more videos. Much love, y'all.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Yahweh Kakwadash, Yahweh, which is the one and true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one and true name is Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I learned this truth from, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Ashai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you, sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am Mashiach, Arazakah from the tribe of Gad, coming through the spirit, and pretty much, I just came across a video of Dabu7, and he showed the video of Walmart locking down on meat. They got their whole entire meat section of slabs of meat wrapped in barbed wire. All right, metal, electronic barbed wire, meaning that you can't take the food and walk out of the stores with it, because this is what a lot of things that are going on in certain states in America. All right, the inflation of the prices of meat is going up. People don't have the money to be able to pay for the meat, so people are now so-called shoplifting, stealing the meat and walking out with it. So now Walmart has put a lockdown on the meat, so people can't stack up on the meat and walk out and steal the meat. All right, and this is what is going on to going into an increase of meat being kept from being stolen, and people can't afford to pay for food, so people are stealing food now, man. This is going into Jacob's trouble, and this is going to increase more, and by Walmart locking down on meat, it's making things worse, because people are going to find different ways to try to steal. But this is going into Jacob's trouble. They don't say nothing to the people stealing the meat, because they worried that people is going to end violently if somebody stops somebody from stealing, which it is. This is going into famine of food, famine of water, Jacob's trouble. It says Walmart shoplifter video purportedly showing steak locked up in viral TikTok post. All right, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, by the way. So you see, people are stealing food. All right, people can't afford to pay. The meat is really high now. Meat is going up from $20 to $30, $40 for a slab of steak. All right, and people can't afford it. People don't have the money no more, man. So people are going into Walmart and they're stealing meat. They're stealing food. All right, and this is a depiction. This is on Fox News, and this is a depiction of a man with a big bag, stealing slabs of meat, and not 2 slabs, 3 slabs. Probably looks like this bag is a big bag. It looks like that dude stole at least about probably 20 slabs of meat. All right, just in that one bag. All right, and they caught him shoplifting. All right, and we're gonna read it. All right, it says one Walmart in Florida was reportedly locking up their steak in secure wire. That's what it's called. Secure wires wrapped in solid metal wire around it. You can't steal it. It says according to one TikTok user. All right, and here it is. You see? Play the video. So there you go. It shows the meat wrapped in that security wire. So you can't steal that. All right. But this is increasing crime. Crime is going to increase worse. All right, because people are going to find more ways to steal anyway. All right, all this is prophecy, man. All right, all this is prophecy. You know, people don't have the money to pay for food. People don't have the money to pay for their bills. People don't have the money to work because they ain't got the snake venom. You know, this place is through, man. More and more things is going to increase. You know, this is going into pretty soon cannibalism and etc. On civil arrest, people is going to start taking matters into their own hands. You know, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone been talking about this for years, man. Let's get to the main point, though, Salakia. It says, since the video was posted, it has gone viral on TikTok. It has received over 100,000 likes to 200 to 20,000 comments. It says, you gotta be kidding me. The TikTok user said in the video, Walmart now has meat locked up, which they do. It says this is getting bad. Yeah, it's going into Jacob's trouble. All right. Pretty soon, you know, people are going to start coming in there with guns and they're going to start robbing things. That's when things is really going to hit the fan. All right. When people start going in there with a gun, and not just one person, I'm talking about a mob of people going in there and start robbing and taking food. And, you know, that's when all hell's going to break loose because they're going to send out the military after that. You know. But this is just the beginning stages of it. All right. It shows Walmart. It says Fox Business reached out to Walmart for comment on February 2nd. It says one alleged shoplifter threw a hissy fit and threw a Barbie doll at a worker's face after he got caught stealing. And it's increasing. All right. It's increasing. It says the incident happened in a Winter Haven Walmart store. It says according to the Winter Haven Police Department, the woman allegedly filled up a shopping cart with groceries and stayed in the self-checkout area for 15 minutes and then attempt to leave with the items. Because people ain't got the money no more. All right. I'm not saying that I'm gonna do that, but people ain't in this society ain't got the money no more. People can't afford to pay because Walmart they tax the hell out of your grocery items, man. You know, if you let's say you just got you 2 loaves of bread, some milk, some eggs, some butter, and let's say you got you some rice and a slab of steak. That shit gonna come up to $150 just for those items. Just for those items, it's gonna come up to like $150, damn near $200 for just for that amount of items. All right, and people can't afford that. You know, people getting cut off of food stamps. You know, people getting cut off WIC, certain things. What else do you expect people to do? So people now are stealing, but this is nothing though. Wait till it increases where people are starting to use guns and shit, and they start robbing and taking things. That's when it's gonna get worse. That's when things is gonna get. That's when shit is gonna hit the fan. Going into the famine of food. Going into 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. It says the incident happened in the Winter Haven Walmart store. It says according to the Winter Haven Police Department. It says the woman allegedly filled up the shopping cart with groceries and stayed in the self-checkout area for 15 minutes and then attempt to leave with the items, which she tried to do. All right. And pretty much, man, this is what is taking place now. It's going into civil and unrest. We're going to get some scriptures out. All right, this is Romans 13 and 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is a high time to wake up out of sleep. It's definitely time to wake up out of sleep. All right, you see a slab of meat wrapped in some metal barbed wire. All right, you know something's up. All right, something is up. All right, it is going into civil unrest, man. Famine of food, Jacob's trouble. It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. I ain't never seen that ever. Slabs of meat wrapped in metal barbed wire for keeping people from stealing. All right, I ain't never seen that. All right, but this is letting you know what time we coming into. All right, that's why you as an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian, it's time for you to really repent and come and seek the Lord. All right, because evil times is coming. All right, hard times is coming, because that's what's coming. You're gonna have to seek the Lord, and you're gonna have to call upon the Lord. This Jeremiah 30:5. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. We are in the time of fear. We're not in the time of peace. All right, you see all these things taking place. The earthquakes, the fires, the tsunamis, the storms, man. All these things we've seen. So far, man. Famine of the word is coming, man. Brothers getting their channels terminated. Brothers getting strikes left and right. All right. Food inflation increasing. Verse 6, it says, as ye know and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Because a man doesn't travail with child. A woman does. It says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his lions as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. That goes into feeble and weak. All right. You see barbed wire all around slabs of meat. All right. This letting you know what time we're coming into, man. Famine of the food, famine of food, famine of water, famine of the word, man. All right, these are the things that are taking place, and that paleness is feeble and weak. So again, all you guys, and I say this again, I said this many times in my videos, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. You can be working out all you want to. You can be swole as hell if you want to. You can have a six-packs, obliques, shoulders, chest, forearms big, nice, big ass fucking calves. Your body looking like a G.I. Joe action figure. You could look like that. But if you ain't got the lawyer, how about Shema Shai with you, you're a messed up being. The scriptures say that exercise profiteth very little. All right. So you need to fear the Lord, and you need to cry out to your power. All right. Because these are the times that we coming into. All right. It says, Alice for that day is great, so there's none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. And that's the time we're coming into, Jacob's trouble. And this is going to be a global thing too. All right. All right. And the time that we're coming into is going to be global. Ain't going to be no escaping the south and going to the north, or escaping the north and going to the south to avoid this affliction. Hell nah. This is going to be a global thing. You ain't going to be able to run to nowhere. Ain't going to be nowhere to run to. All right. It says, but he shall be saved out of it. And this is talking about the elect. The elect is going to be saved in these last days, and which we are hoping to be. All right. So these are the times that we're coming up to. We're coming into hard times, man. All right. And you want to seek the Lord. Yeah, how about Shema Shai, man? All right. You want to be embedded in this truth. All right. And I got a precept. And I'll just go here, actually. Let me get out second Esdras 15. And I'll start out verse. I'll start at verse 4. This is 2 Esdras 15 and 4. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And this is going into you 2/3. Because you see those slabs of meats that's wrapped up in barbed wire, and you ain't being able to steal them. It's going to come a time where you're going to lose more stuff, and you're going to be bugged out. Because you're not going to know how to deal with the situation. You ain't going to know what to do. You're going to freak out. You're going to lose your wits. You're going to be sitting in your house saying, what can I do? And the next thing that's going to hit your mind is, go out and rob. Use your gun. And that's when everybody is going to start doing it. They're all going to start using Esau's gun. And they're going to start taking matters into their own hands. Like the movie Bushwick. We see all these movies. The Purge. The Book of Eli. All these movies, man. All right. That's the time it's going to come into, man. All right. And those of you that don't have the faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, you're going to die in your unfaithfulness. Verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. The sword, man. The gun. Because that's what everybody uses in this present time that we're in now. They use a gun. Back in the ancient times, they used swords, but now people are using guns now. All right. It says famine. It says famine of the word. Famine of food, famine of water, man. Because Vegas has a water drought, man. All right. So water is going to start increasing, man. It says death and destruction. All right. These are the things that's going to take place, and those are the plagues that the Lord is bringing upon the earth. Verse 6, it says, "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." Right, their hurtful works are fulfilled because Esau is pushing forth his agenda. He's bringing forth his NWO. All right, and he's going to bring it out, and that's what he's trying to bring out. All right, and I'm going to skip down to I want to get to the main point. Verse 11. This is 2 Esdras 15 and 11. It says, "But I will bring plagues. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof." And that's what the Lord is doing. All right. Verse 12. It says, "Egypt shall mourn," which is this place called America. All right. And matter of fact, I'll read up from the top again slowly. Verse 11. "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and will smite Egypt as the plagues of before." And this is talking about this place called America. Now, ancient Egypt, the Lord did smite Egypt. Egypt fell already. All right. So when the Lord says, "I'll bring plagues," I will smite Egypt with plagues as before. It's talking about this place called America. All right. This place called America is modern day Egypt, modern day Rome. All right. And the Lord's going to smite it with plagues as he did before. It says, "And will destroy all the land thereof." Verse 12, it says, "Egypt shall mourn," which is this place called America. This place is in mourning. All right. People are stressed out. People's bugged out. People's really stressed out and bugged out. Because in this country, this place called America, which is Babylon the Great, all right, you have to take, liquids to be able to work and things like that. Now, because I have to talk in riddles. Because if I just come out and say the word, I'm going to get a strike for that. But these are the things it's coming too. It's snake venom. It says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it." And this is what the Lord is doing. He's intensifying his judgment. The Lord is intensifying his judgment. Verse 14, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." That word woe means warning or destruction. And this is what the Lord is doing. He's bringing forth. The Lord is fulfilling his prophecy, man. So his son can come back, man. These prophecies have to be fulfilled regardless if you believe in it or not. All right. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands." And this is what it's going into. You see all these people stealing right now, but it's going to change. It's going to switch. And when it switches from just walking out of stores, it's going to increase into killing people to get what they got to get. All right? Because you can't, once you start something to try to stop people from doing stuff, it's going to increase, man, and they're going to switch it up. So it's okay. They're gonna be like, okay, since I can't steal and walk out with this food, I'm gonna rob and take this food, and that's how people is going to get. All right. Verse 15, it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hand." Verse 16, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right? They're not gonna fall in line to this system. They're not gonna bow down to this system no more. People's fed up with this place. All right? People don't trust in this place no more. All right? People know that this place called America is full of shit. They're not, excuse my French, full of dunghill, man. All right? People are not gonna accept the rules here anymore. People fed up. People done with trusting Babylon, man. All right, because when you go into that meaning of sedition, it means rebellion of authority. They're not gonna fall in line. They're not gonna fall to this system no more. They're not gonna follow the instructions of this system no more. They're gonna be against them. All right, against this society. They're gonna stand up as an angry mob against this society. And Esau's not gonna be able to control it, and he's gonna have to send out his military, which is gonna lead to martial law. Verse 17. Here it is right here. "A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able," because the military is going to be all on the streets. It's going to be checkpoints all over the streets in that time. So you're not going to be able to just walk out like how we are now, due to the inflation of this food crisis. All right? Due to the food being wrapped up in barbed wire. Then if they bring out the MOTB, which will be the new currency, you're not going to be able to go to the store at all unless you got the MOTB. And that's the next thing that's going to come probably soon too. All right. So all these things that I'm saying is going to come to pass. All right. And that's why you cannot be treating this place as your rest. Let's get out Micah 2 and 10. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. All right. Let me get that out. Micah 2 and 10. It says, arise and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction. Right. The philosophies here, man. All right. These philosophies here will destroy you, man. It will destroy you. And you can't treat this place as your resting place, man. All right. You can't trust in this society. All right. You can't trust in this place. All right. So you as an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you're not to be treating this place as your rest. All right. You can't be doing that. You want to be. The scriptures say in Colossians 2, I think it's Colossians 3 and 2. It says, set thy affections on the things above, not on the things of the earth. All right, so your mind is to be focused on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. All right, because the things that are due to take place here, you don't want to be caught up in that, man. All right, that's why the scriptures say, this is Micah 2 and 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you. Even with the sword of destruction, it shall destroy you. So if you embedded in this society, and you're treating this society as your resting place, and you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you're trying to be a millionaire, billionaire, you're trying to make 200K, you want to be reach celebrity status, this isn't the time for that. All right? Because you're going to be caught up in the things to come, and you're going to be destroyed. All right? And I got a precept. This is I'll bring this out again. Isaiah 24, and I'll start at verse 9. I'll start at verse 10. So I'll get to the main point. This is Isaiah 24 and 10. It says the city of confusion is broken down. And what is the city of confusion? This place called America, which is Babylon the Great. All right. This is the great confusion. All right. It's broken down. It says every house is shut up that no man may come in. And this is the time that's coming into martial law, famine of the word, man, the MOTB, etc. Verse 11. It says, there is crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. Right. All joy is darkened. All right. People are very limited on doing certain things in this society. People used to, back in the days, people used to go out and be able to go and travel anywhere, do the things that they want to do, kick back, relax. You can't even really do that in this society no more. Everything is locked down, closed down. All right. Everything is darkened. Everything is unavailable to do. All right. It says the merit of the land is gone. Verse 12. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. And this is what is getting ready to take place in verse 12. All right. So again, you as an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian, you need to be, focused on this truth. All right. Worrying in the, striving to receive salvation individually, because this place is hell's gonna break loose in this society. All right, and you don't want to be a Jake to be caught up in all of that. All right, due to you not, following, sustaining yourself in this truth. This is Proverbs 1 and 22. It says, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity, and a scorning delight, and a scorning in fools hate knowledge. Verse 23. Turn you at my reproof, which means correction. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Verse 24. Because I have called, ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. Verse 25. But ye have sought and not all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. You didn't want correction. All right. Verse 26. I will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh. This is what the Lord said. He will laugh at your calamity, and he will mock when your fear cometh, because you mocked the prophets. All right. You 2/3 mocked the prophets. You didn't want to get the truth. So while all these things is fully in effect throughout the world in that time, this is what the Lord's going to do. And that word calamity means a disaster or a disastrous event. All right. Verse 27. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish shall come upon you. And this is what's going to bug a lot of people out in that time. Because they're not going to be able to eat. They're not going to be able to drink. No water, no food. They're not going to be able to take showers. EMP attack, electricity, power outage, etc. You know, this is going to bug a lot of people out. That's why it says distress and anguish shall come upon you. People going to be bugged out. They're not going to know what to do. Verse 28, it says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, and they shall not find me. Because this is going into the time of Jacob's trouble, which is famine of the word. All right. Because the prophets isn't going to be out on the highways and byways no more. All right. Because pretty soon they're going to limit us from going out teaching. So once that happens, all right, you people that, you 2/3, all right, you Jakes, you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans that rejected this truth, that didn't get it when you had the chance to get it. You want to keep being in the philosophies you're in and the religions and so-called religions that you're in, or you just wanted to do what you wanted to do for the ride. But now all these things have came upon the earth. So now you're trying to search and find and trying to figure out ways to link up with people, and you ain't gonna be able to do that. You ain't gonna be able to link up with the brothers. You ain't gonna be able to do none of that. You're just gonna be bugged out of your wits, not knowing what to do. All right. Verse 29. For they hated knowledge. You didn't get the truth when you had it, and did not choose to fear the Lord. You didn't choose to fear the Lord, because if you feared the Lord, you would have came out of the ways of this society. This place is about to fall. Verse 30. It says, they would none of my counsel. They despise my reproof. You despise the correction of the Lord. Verse 31, therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. And that's what's going to lead them to destruction, their own way. Because you could have had this truth, and you would have been able to know how to deal with everything in this society. Because all we're going to need is in that time is faith. All right. That's all we're going to have is faith. The Lord even says he's going to protect. He's going to those that kept the word of his patience. Revelations 3:10. He even said, Yahushua even said, those that kept the word of my patience. All right. I'm going to bring that out because I don't want to butcher the scripture, but I'm going to get to the point. Verse 32, it says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. And that's what's going to be the judgment to you 2/3. All right. You didn't get this truth when you had the chance. And this is what's going to happen to you. If you don't seek the Lord, all right, seek the Lord power of Israel and seek his men, because the only way you can seek the Lord is his prophets. All right. Second Esdras 15:1, Salakia, Isaiah 58:1. All right. Also going into Luke 1:70, Matthew 10:20. The Lord has prophets set up. So the only way you can seek the Lord is through his men, and those are the elders and apostles of great millstone. All right. 2 Chronicles 15:13. That whosoever would not seek the Lord power of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. And that's the judgment that's coming. 2/3 of our people are going to be put to death. They're going to be destroyed for not getting this truth when they had a chance to get it. All right. Because the Lord said, again, this is what the Lord said. He's going to protect us, man. Those that's in this truth, that's in the correct doctrine, and that's following his prophets, who are the elders and apostles of great millstone. This is what Yahushua said, Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And this is what the Lord is going to do for his elect. He's going to protect us. All right. But you got to have faith, and you got to know that. You got to have faith, and you're going to have to know that in that time. Right now, you saying, oh, I know that. But when the time comes, it's going to be a whole different ball game. You got to persuade yourself and know that the Lord is going to protect you in that time. All right. Don't, because the brothers and elders say, the elders and brothers say that in that time, brothers that's in this truth, in that time is going to bug out, and they're going to lose their faith, and they're going to fall out. You don't want to be that individual. I pray in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, that doesn't happen to me or any brothers that's viewing this video that's in this truth. All right. That's why you want to pray every single day. Pray without ceasing. Elder Apostle Rakah even said that in one of his lessons. And even when he was at camp, he said that. Pray without ceasing, man. Pray for other brothers as well. All right. But you don't want to be the individual in that time that loses the faith. All right. Because the things that's going to come in that time is going to be devastating to a lot of us, man. But we got to have the faith to be able to endure all that. Endure all that and bear it and get through it. But like the brother said, in that time, a lot of jakes that's claiming to be in his truth is going to fall out. due to the pressure of everything that's going on around them, they're gonna fall out. Right? You don't want to be that individual. All right? You don't. But hey, man, I made it there with that. Lord willing, this lesson's edifying. I want to give all honors and glories and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Kakodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations, soulful elect, and shalom to you, sincere brothers out there pushing this word of truth and sincerity. I am your boy Mashiach Razakah, and yeah, man, we're moving into some hard times, man. And I'm gonna play this video one more time, Lord willing. But this is what's gonna start increasing in Walmart. Shalaki. I won't let me play it again. But hey, man. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna let me play it again. But yeah, this is the things that's happening here, man. Let's see if I can play it again. There it is. Hey, man, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Till next time I say, Shalom.